All right, welcome to the 101 OBS tutorial. Just a little bit of information that you guys will need to set up your streaming situations. We've had multiple streamers and multiple people asking for a little bit of a tutorial, so we're going to go ahead and put that together for you guys today. First of all, make sure you're following the page Freight Nation on Facebook. It's fb.gg/freight. Second of all, welcome, and I hope this helps anybody and everybody out. Okay, so let's switch scenes here. As you can see, we're on a scene 5 with a display capture, so you guys can see everything that's going on here with the audio input as well. So, with that being said, what you want to do is you want to first make sure OBS is downloaded to your desktop, OBS Studios, and then when you come into OBS, blank screen here, and so that's going to be your blank screen. So you have a scene 1. You come over here, and let's see, we got to open up Fortnite really quick. Show you guys how to do all that. So while that loads, you have scenes and sources. Your scenes is like in between, your streaming. It's ready, your intermission screen, and then obviously this screen that we're doing to use this to record for you guys. That's what your scenes are for. Your sources are all of your audio input, output, browser, anything like a slideshow, media source for music, anything like that. It's going to be in your sources. So obviously you want to do an input and an output audio for people to be able to hear what you're playing and hear you talk. And then obviously you'll have a game capture for whatever video game that you're playing. So now that Fortnite is loaded, as you can see, we're going to go in here and open up a game capture. And you got to make sure game source is visible. And so basically you go in here and you want to click on specific window. So once you click on specific window, oh, hold on, let me go back to that, guys, sorry. So you want to click on specific capture window. Let me get all out of Fortnite here. Click on specific capture window. Then you want to click on Fortnite client win64 shipping.exe. Click OK. Well, don't click OK just yet. Match the title, otherwise find the window of the same executable. And then click OK. And then we should be able to bring Fortnite back up. And then there's Fortnite. So, and then obviously you're not going to be able to see the display capture now because we added the game capture on top. But all you have to do is go to your right click your display capture, go to order, and then go move to top, and that's going to hide your. So basically, what we did is right here. You go to order, and move to top, and that hides the game capture. If we want to go back to the game capture, if you want to leave a display capture up, but you don't want anyone to see it, but if you want to have it up, all you have to do is go to your game capture, move to top, same for so on. And so basically that's how you set that up. Now let's get into the settings before we go any further about setting up your actual OBS streaming scenes. Basically you want to go to general. I like the dark theme so that it is easier on the eyes, stuff like that. So nothing really important here that you have to change. So I wouldn't really mess with anything in here. So you go to stream. If you pick your platform, there's your streamer key. Then you go to output, click on output mode, make sure it's in advanced, guys. Then you go to recording. Go to recording if you want to record videos. I do the encoder 264 new on an MP4 recording format. It takes a little bit more to record for the MP4s, but it's better quality. Rate control, VBR, bitrate 25,000, max bitrate 50,000. And then keyframe intervals obviously on 2, preset on quality and profile on high, max B frame set to 2, make sure GPU is set to 0. Click look ahead and psycho visual tuning on and hit apply. Then we go over here to streaming and we want to do the encoder again on the 264 new. Click enforce streaming services encoder settings, rate control. This one's going to be CBR and your bit rate is going to be based off your upload speed. So if you have upload speed above 6, I would stay around 4,000. If you have upload speed above 8, I would try to run to 5,000. If it still seems a little too tight, then just stick with 4K on your bitrate. Keyframe set to 2, preset quality, profile is high as well. This time, do not click look ahead, leave look ahead turned off, and just have the Psycho visual tuning on. GPU set to U, max B frame set to 2. And then click apply and click OK. Audio, you want the highest audio, so 44.1 kHz if your microphone can handle that. I like the stereo channel. It kind of gives you that commentary background to your voice and everything like that. So that's what I use. Make sure you just have one audio going in for your main. If you have two mics, just make sure they're both showing up. And then you don't really mess with anything else here. Video, your base camera should be whatever your resolution of your PC is. Your output scale is whatever you want to stream on. So if you want to stream on 720, then you obviously want to change that. Right now we're recording, so it's not going to let us do it. But you click on this, and then you find the I forget the first set of numbers, but the second numbers will be 720, which is what you're required to stream for most any platform. You have to stream at least at 720. So with that being said, start out with 720 with that 4K bitrate. If your internet is faster and you have a graphics card above like a 1060 or 1080, then you should be able to run 1080 pretty well with your internet. And then always set your FPS to 60. And then I use the 32 samples for the downscale filter because that refreshes your video quality faster and it looks cleaner and it looks like a clearer view at all times. Then you go to advanced. You want to go to process priority to normal. All this is set to Direct 3D 11. Color format is NV12. Color space is 709. Color range on full. That really pops out all the colors on your stream. I like to have my stream delay at 20 seconds when I do have it, but for now I just disable it. And then retry delay, I have it at 10 times. Maximum 10 seconds, maximum retries at 20 times. So that basically means if your internet kind of crashes for just a second, it'll bring back your stream and it won't close it out. And it'll do it up to 20 times per stream. So, and it has a 10-second retry delay. So it won't like constantly try to do it and kick you off of everything. It just kind of, tries to come back as quickly as possible. So sources, make sure enable browser source hardware acceleration is turned on. And hit OK, hit apply on all that stuff, guys. And you should be ready to go to set up your actual streaming stuff. So like I said, you want to give an input and an output. Your input's going to be for your microphones going in. So if you have more than one microphone, obviously you have to make more than one source for your input. If you want to use a microphone for in-game and just one microphone for chat, you can do all that as well. If you're using a webcam and it does have a mic, make sure you disable that microphone on the webcam so it's not echoing and picking up both mics through. So to do a webcam, you want to use video capture device. To do a game, you want to use game capture device. If you want to show somebody some information on like a web browser or internet, or if you're doing like polls or something like that, or giveaways, use display capture, or you can actually use browser capture as well. Browser capture is where you put all your alerts, your widgets, your chat box, your star donations, your PayPal donations, whatever you want as far as widgets and alerts, you'll go through browser. If you want to add music, you'll use media. Text is obviously, self-explanatory. And then video capture is obviously, we already went over that. Images, obviously, you guys, self-explanatory as well. So that's pretty much all you really need to know about OBS. The main thing is to make sure that all your settings are set to the best for your computer. Most of these settings that I just showed you today are pretty much for any newer PC with a graphics card probably over a 1050 graphics card. So just make sure you're running the best specs for your PC and getting the best quality that your PC and your internet is capable of doing. If it seems like there's a little lag or latency with these settings, try lowering the bitrate first thing. I would just lower it by 500 every time, and then get a comfortable state like that, because more than likely it's going to be your internet causing problems than it will be your PC, unless you have a low in-grade graphics card. And then I would probably not worry about recording while you stream if that's the case. and just make sure all your settings are good, guys. That being said, there's one more thing. I would save all your recordings to, if you have like a SSD card or a, um, something, something else that you can save it to except for your main hard drive. I would save it to, just a different place. So when you go to recording path, just make sure you don't do it on your actual uh, uh, desktop. So, because it'll definitely load up pretty quick and keep all that cleaned up for you guys. So, all right, y'all. That should be able to do it, guys. I hope this helps anybody. Much love. Guys, there is also a thing where people are having issues with getting the game capture to show up. If you run as administrator, or sorry, go to properties first, go to compatibility, and run this program as administrator. Click that, hit OK, and then close out OBS. So we're going to go ahead and do that for you guys. Close out OBS. All stream recordings. Oh, I guess we can't close it out because we're recording. So obviously we can't do that. But run it as administrator, close it out, and then right click this, and it'll say run as administrator. And sometimes computers have weird systematics and they won't allow the software to pull your display captures. So run it in safe mode will pretty much give the app permission to do that. So try that out. Let me know if that works for you guys. And I hope this helps anybody that it helps. All right. Y'all have a great one. Peace out. Much love.